are we responsible consumers? I guess we are, because we're all well educated on waste recycling, right? However, according to the UNEP, nearly 1 billion tons of food were wasted worldwide last year. As responsible consumers, we should buy the appropriate amount of food, eat them all up, and then recycle the waste if there's any left. What many of you may not know is that this action could actually solve the global energy crisis. Many countries, such as Denmark, the United States, and Japan, have all been generating electricity from food waste for years. And in Taiwan, there will be 5 bioplants located in these cities. And people living in Taichung right now have actually been benefited from the bioplants since 2020. However, we still face 2 main challenges. We don't know how and why to sort food waste. So next, Wan Ping will help explain the why and the how.
A simple question. After enjoying the fried chicken, where should we discard the bones? 2 options. 1. Food waste bin. 2. Trash can. Which one is correct? If you think it's food waste bin, please raise your hand. Okay. And if you think it's trash can, please raise your hand. Thank you very much. Actually, the answer is both of them are correct, because it depends on where you live. In Taiwan, food waste is divided into 3 categories: for composting, for feeding pigs, and for generating electricity. For example, if you live in Taipei or Kaohsiung, discard it into a food waste bin. If in Taoyuan or Taichung, discard it into a trash can. So please always follow the regulation of local governments. And now we have already known how to sort food waste correctly. But why do we have to do it? The reason is, if delivering food waste into trash bin, we not only waste the resources, but also pollute the air in Taiwan. First, waste resources. Take the bioenergy plant in Taichung as an example. It is decided to process 150 tons of food waste per day, but now only 107 tons are recycled. That means only around 900 households buy electricity from the plant. Second, air pollution. According to the EPA, the rate of food waste recycling has fallen from 11.2% in 2012 to 5% in 2019. The waste delivering into trash bin is sent to landfills or incinerators. 30% of it is food waste, which causes the stink and the toxic substance, dioxin. But why do we prefer delivering food waste into trash bin? For this question, we conducted a survey on campus. Now it's time for Zhian to tell you what we found from it.
Thank you very much. Everyone filled out this questionnaire. We had posted it on various platforms from March 3rd to 20th and received 361 valid responses in the end. The results show that 84% of participants hope to lift the lids without using hands. However, the rate sums to 47% when it comes to the academic buildings. 2 major factors that lower the percentage. First, the food waste bins are invisible. The recycling rate in the school restaurant is the highest, but the rate in the academic buildings is the lowest, because many participants mentioned that I cannot find where the recycling bins are. And guess what? They do exist. There are small buckets on the ground, which are the same as those used in other 34 universities in Taiwan. Second, the food waste bins are non-user-friendly. 64% of participants hope to lift the lids without using hands. Therefore, we propose a prototype with 3 features. Heighten the bin, place a pedal to lift the lids, put coffee ground from coffee shop on campus to eliminate stink. To sum up, from the survey, we found that the better recycling facilities, the higher recycling rates, and the more recycled food waste, the more generated power in the future.
On March 3rd, a massive power outage caused the loss of billions of dollars just in one day. We do need alternative energy policies right now. And we, as students, can help now by simply sorting the food waste correctly. You may think that the bioplant's already yet, so what's the rush? However, forming a new habit takes time. And if we start today, the bioplants can generate the most electricity once they are in place. Food waste recycle is not a big deal. But remember, big journeys begins with small steps, which would eventually lead to one huge progress on solving the global energy crisis. So, are we responsible consumers? I believe we are, because we're on our journey of turning our food waste into valuable energy for us and our future generation. Thank you.
Thank you, Group 3, for the presentation.